Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Taurus. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is a special quarterly reading that I do. This is for October, November, and December. Make sure that you check out the horoscopes for CincyMag.com. You can find it inside of Cincy Magazine, but it's going to pair along with this reading. So, that said, Taurus, that said, that's all. The song that I had on pre-shuffle for you when I was getting the cards together, it's called That's All, and it's by Jimmy Forrest. He is a saxophone, like a jazz saxophone artist from back in the day. And it's on the album Out of the Forest with 2 R's. But yeah, he's a tenor sax player, but apparently all around, I think he played all kinds of different instruments. Very beautiful, easy listening jazz. For any jazz enthusiasts, you would know this song. It's a pretty good one. And so this is for like the holiday season, right? And it's not necessarily a holiday song, but it's that light, easy listening, kind of relaxed, taking some time off, holiday type feeling, right? And just go and take a listen to it, because that sets the mood for this. And it's interesting, there's no lyrics, it's just a mood, it's a vibe. So Taurus, you're a vibe for the last quarter. All right, let's get into it with the Modern Witch Tarot deck. Interestingly enough, this was gifted to me by a Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? For their higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good, please, for the month of October. Okay, so underneath the deck we have the Death card. For those of you who have not watched my readings, you guys get Scorpio a lot, and I say Scorpio because that's Death card represents Scorpio, and Scorpio is directly across from you in the natal chart, in the astrological wheel. Okay, this is your counterpart, right? Whether we're talking about soulmates or arch enemies, it could be either, right? But I feel like this is like a big part of some kind of transformation in your life, where a part of your past is now dead, and you're moving forward to some new portion of your life. So it's like death, but it's also rebirth. And a lot of decks, that's what the Death card is death and rebirth. So you could be having some kind of transformative rebirth as well, or be dealing with somebody who's a Scorpio, or you could have it somewhere strong in your chart. Because right now you're experiencing 10 of Cups. And that's this peaceful feeling, like you're in a happy place in the month of October. It's, 10 of Cups is happy home, happy life, happy wife, right? It's happy, joy. You could have a Scorpio in your family. Now, for some of you, not all of you, clearly, but for some of you, there could have been a death in the family, but it was like, due to old age or natural causes or something where, you can look at this person's life and it was like a celebration of life, you look back and that person lived a good, fulfilling life, so it was a good thing. And so this transformation into the afterlife is celebratory thing. It's a good thing. It's the circle of life, if you will. But for most of you, I feel like you're just in a good spot. A lot of happiness. We're talking water energy. That's Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So a lot of emotion. Yeah, many of you are just at a very good place. You could have obtained your dreams. You could have, you're in a spot where 6 months ago you were only imagining, where you're at now. So, okay, I mentioned something about the underworld, or going into the afterlife. I said afterlife. But number 40, somebody could be 40 years old. 4 plus 0 equals 4. 4s are about stability, foundation, structure, stability, and home. And, that's what Taurus, that's your energy. But the underworld, hand over your known, a shift is near, take a leap, your journey is clear. I just said, I feel like many of you are on this transformative new journey. Tens are endings, right? But they're also beginnings, because 1 + 0 = 1. So you've reached a culmination point of happiness. What goes up must come down, right? And I'm not saying like, you're going to be bummed out about what's next, but it's like you will be starting over on this new journey, right? Towards another peak of happiness, right? So hold the good with you and keep it moving. We'll read this in just a second. And then top of the deck, we've got Cauldron, number 10. So there's another number 10, endings and beginnings. Bewitching, yes it be, blink and you shall see, a bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. Ooh, very poetic. I love it. I love it. So, and then with this underworld card, there's also a picture of three maidens. 3 is significant. Could be you and 2 others. Sisters, mothers, best friends. Okay, somebody could be 10 years old, or there could be a 10-year difference. Underneath the deck, we've got number 40. So the key words for it is transition and judgment. And I was saying earlier, that's what the death card is transition, right? In magic, the underworld is a place of transition between one life and the next, a place where you can retreat to replenish your soul and learn the details of your next human experience assignment. That doesn't mean that you won't find judgment when you cross the veil. So this message, or the message for this card, is about transitions. It's about moving out of the old and into a new way of living. We've been cleaning and clearing out baggage for a long time, because it takes a long time to clear out ways of doing and thinking that make up our very ways of life. But it's time to step through the threshold into something new and different. This can be scary because it means something has had to die so that your new life may begin. You're more than prepared to handle this. So I love that for you. And I was picking up on that from the very beginning. There's something that's ending so that you can start this new happy beginning. Cauldron, number 10. Keywords: transmutation, vessel, and metamorphosis. So a cauldron is a symbol of bringing many things together to create the things that you want. Some things have to be broken down before something can be created. It may even take several attempts before you've had the perfect outcome. Do not be afraid to fail or try ways. As you grow in your practice, you will begin to see what works and what doesn't. You will understand the signs of your bubbling pot and can make adjustments when needed. If you're holding the Cauldron card, it's because there's not one path to the outcome that you seek. You may have to try many different approaches to manifest what you desire. Perhaps becoming a millionaire means that you have to develop a few different sources of income, or to find love, you have to kiss many frogs before finding your prince. So, perhaps you have to learn how to manifest something else before manifesting the bigger goal. Just trust your intuition. So it could mean baby steps, and you're at the beginning of a new cycle, so that makes a lot of sense, right? You're right back at the beginning, and it's not in vain. It's like now you've got experience. Now you've got, you're happy about this new start. Okay, so November. Clarification, so that is correct. All right, what do we have for November for Taurus, please? Underneath the deck, we have got the 6 of Wands, so that's victory, success. So that's good. It's the fire energy of Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So you could have that somewhere strong in your chart, like a Leo. I feel like Leo leading the way, or it could be in like your professional sector. But yeah, this talks about success and victory. So there's some endeavor, something, some project, something that you're having success at. Okay, that's the underlying energy. Then top of the deck, we've got the 3 of Swords. Ooh, but there's heartbreak. Heartbreak, heartache. Why? I'm just going to peek behind. 8 of Wands, incoming message, something fast. Knight of Pentacles. It's like an assignment or something takes a while. Judgment. So it's the Three of Swords, which typically means heartbreak, heartache. You could be experiencing some bad news because the next card is the Eight of Wands, and that's usually talking about either movement, and it could be physical movement, or it could be like a message, right? Like a passionate message. It could be about business, finance, or it could be about somebody that you're passionate about, love. It could be whether that's platonic or romantic, right? But it's something that's kind of heartbreaking. So be prepared for that. But it's going to come to you slowly. Could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Something having to do with travel or judgment on something. But like it'll lay down the burdens, which is not a bad thing. It could lay down the burdens or bring something together, which starts a whole brand new cycle that you're going to love. Could have to do with a feminine energy. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, potentially, Queen of Cups. Anyway, so underneath the deck is that Six of Wands. Like, whatever this is, you're going to get over it successfully in the month of November. It's like not, I'm feeling not be so sad. Like, it just could be like you could have set some high expectations for yourself or for a situation. Also, you could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But there could be some kind of high expectations, and then you get news that it doesn't work out the way you thought it would, right? But it's still going to work out successful. So that's what you have to realize, is that it's still happening successfully, just not in the way that you potentially thought. Underneath the deck, we've got card number 29. Yeah, I feel like it's going to work out just fine. Could have something to do with the painting. And he's painting the sun card, and the sun card is the happiest card in the deck. And then we have number 3. Remember I said earlier that we have 3 right here. We were talking about threes because the underworld card has three women on it. Threes are significant. All right, let's look at this real quick. Your reading is taking just a little bit longer. Okay, so 29 underneath the deck. This is underlying energy. Art. Okay, so we picked up on that, the painting. Art is doubtlessly one of the most important aspects of life. Once man descended from trees and satisfied his primary needs, such as building a roof to protect himself from the elements and finding food, the first thing he did was paint the animals he hunted. Art allows us to create a narrative about the world that we live in, to make it less ephemeral, to communicate our highest and most noble thoughts to others, such as those that come from our emotions. Through the use of intellect, it allows us to give a comprehensible form to otherwise impenetrable concepts, such as those that come from the world of emanations or personifications of the divinities illustrated in the world of creation. Advice from the dead, your project has taken on an important scope and is necessary to communicate and transmit it creatively to the outside. So you're embarking upon something that you need to be able to creatively like demonstrate or let out or communicate to the world. Or maybe you're doing that already, right? So then let's look at number 3. Chaos. This card represents the shapeless primordial soup, an alchemist's receptacle, the palette held by the artist before he starts painting. Technical ability and knowledge are ready and abundant, but the final execution and the right route are needed to avoid dispersion. Without quick and aware action, you face the risk of drifting away, feeding entropy, or remaining trapped in a stalled situation. Advice of the dead. It is time for action. Analyze and choose all the opportunities available to you quickly without fear of cutting something out. So, like I said, you're still going to have victory in a situation. Just don't set your bar too high. And as long as you take advantage of what's going on around you in the midst of all this chaos, if you will, it actually is going to turn out into like a beautiful piece of art, a beautiful masterpiece, if you will. Every day, I just posted literally today. So it's interesting, the art thing came up about, every day being like a masterpiece. You just have to paint it, right? You can paint it however you want. Everything is art. Everything. It's the way you dress yourself, the way you feel, what you listen to, what you eat. It's all art. It can all be a craft. Okay, what else do we have for December for Taurus, please? So that was for November. I feel like it's like you're beginning this new cycle, and this is like the new cycle. You're just, Taurus, you are, I'm not going to take those, but yeah, you're too hard on yourself. You're getting seeds planted, started, you're starting something, but it's like then you get bored or you're like, I don't want to wait, You have to give it time. Take steps, right? December. Okay, so underneath the deck we have the Queen of Pentacles. That's you, Taurus, right? Your feminine side. So if you're, a man, I'm talking to your feminine side. If you're a female, obviously it's your feminine qualities. So focus on your home, family, success, and abundance. This is all about stability, form, foundations to rest on. It's about being protective, generous, charming, intelligent, kind, truthful, and practical. As long as you're being honest, being truthful, putting your best intentions out there, that's what you're going to receive. And as the Queen of Pentacles, it's like you're living in that energy. You know that. Okay? Top of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. I love it. This is, again, it's the creation, the beginning of a beautiful new project. So it's like, I see the timeline here. It's like October, you're completing one cycle of life and literally beginning this new transformation, this new start of a completely new life, right? November is about building upon that. You may be surprised. You may be kind of heartbroken at some of the outcomes. You may not get what you expect, right? But little do you know, it's probably going to be what you need, right? So, and that's where this beautiful work of art will come in as a success. Then, December, we see you getting started on this successful new venture. Like, that's what this is. It's a successful, stable pinnacle, right? The time is right to take action on your ideas. It's all about prosperity and power and opportunity. Great time for manifestation. You will be putting in labor into like a new venture, new work. Okay, so underneath the deck, like I said, is that Queen of Pentacles. You're making it happen. You are absolutely making it happen. Like the Queen of Pentacles, she's a master of, of her craft, which is why she's so successful, whether it's in family or home or in work. Usually it's always about the money. She's very great at business. And that's all, just like the song. I feel like, that vibe, it's like you're letting it all happen. And it's just a vibe, right? Okay, so underneath the deck, we've got number 21, merriment. Some of you could be 21 years old, or the 21st of December could be significant. What joy, what glee beams from the sounds of voices, uplifting the webs of sorrow, glimmering as if no tomorrow. So it's like being able to be happy in the moment. To, really kind of take, take it all in and be appreciative of that moment. Live in the now. So then we have wreath, number 43. Somebody could be 43 years old. They could be 43 years old at the time of December 2024. There in the circle of life tends to breathe death, that one is not without the other, eternally bound by the essence of spirit. So it's the wreaths are circles, and this is like circle of life, circle just patterns, you know, cycles, if you will. And the end of the year is at the end of, you know, a cycle of the calendar year, right? We won't get into the astrological year and all that stuff, but for the calendar year. And it's funny, as I say that, behind the camera is a picture of like a big Mayan temple, the Mayan calendar. Anyway, so this wreath, it signifies, you know, cycles or whatever, and the end of the year, end of the cycle. And then we've got merriment. That's when everybody celebrates the end of the year, right? So there's going to be, it's going to be a good time for celebration. I feel like you're going to be sitting in your power, starting new projects, and starting, you know, things financially that will come to a successful, you know, gain for you. So I like that. I like that energy a lot. That's where I'm going to leave this at. As you know, it's Together We Grow. Make sure that if this brought you clarity, insight, or answers, that you like, share, and please hit that subscribe button. Always appreciate the love and the support. And I look forward to doing more readings for you. I took off the month of August. It was a terrible Mercury retrograde, but I'm back. So make sure you check out all the other videos, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Peace, Taurus.